Just tell me how you're feeling after a tough fight like that. Had to grind out your victory there.
First of all, hello for everyone. So I feel so great after this fight. That was like my first win in UFC. So like I'm lucky, I'm lucky to be here. So I love it.
A lot of debate online about the decision and who should have won the scorecards. Did you feel when they were reading it that your name was going to be read as the winner?
Yeah, I was like I was sure I win this fight. I won this fight because you know what, I punched him hard. I did knock down to him, twice. He was dizzy. He took me down like twice. Yeah, that was good, but I think I'm sure I'm winning this fight. That's for sure.
Yeah, you don't feel there's any controversy?
No.
Yeah. What do you think a win does for you now going forward? You have your win in the UFC. Now what can you think about as far as trying to build a career here?
This fight was like a very очень нервный был бой для меня этот.
Yeah, it was a lot of pressure on me during this fight. Very, very hard for me.
Yeah, but I'm here, and then I would like to watch. I would like to show for everyone I'm here for не просто так здесь.
Not for nothing. I have a reason for I'm here.
So.
Николай, привет. С победой. Ты в обоих своих боях в этом году шел огромным фаворитом, но оба боя для тебя, один сложился неудачно, сегодняшний бой сложился удачно, но он был очень тяжелым. Какой из них был для тебя тяжелее?
You were a favorite in both the fights that you fought this year. The first one obviously didn't go your way. This one was a good fight for you. Which one of the fights between the two this year was harder for you?
Точнее, это третий мой бой.
Второй в этом году.
Да, второй в этом году.
Сиэтл и сегодня.
В Сиэтле я скажу одну такую вещь. У меня было всего лишь 4 дня до боя. И я не был в тренировочном процессе. И за 4 дня я согнал почти около 17 килограмм за 4 дня. Я все 4 дня сидел в сауне, не вылазя. И мы готовились к ударнику, к парню, понимаете. И тут немножко такое двоякое чувство. Он не был для меня тяжелым, этот бой. И я не вижу, что я там проиграл этот бой, как они сказали, нокаутом. Во втором раунде он не попал мне ни разу. В первом раунде, да, он доминировал, это спору нет. Но во втором раунде он не попал ни разу. Попадал в блок, попадал так вскользь. Я защищался, я показывал рефери, что я в норме, что все в порядке. И 17 секунд до конца второго раунда я чувствовал, что он сильно устал, он дышал очень плохо, и рефери останавливает бой. Я очень сильно психанул из-за этого, да, на эмоциях.
You know, I have to say, when we're talking about the fight in Seattle, that fight, I only had 4 days to prepare for that fight. We were preparing for a different opponent. It was supposed to be a striking opponent. And also, I was not on weight. I didn't have a camp, so I wasn't ready to prepare, wasn't ready to get my weight down. So in the 4 days that I was in Seattle, I had to cut about 30 pounds. So it was a really hard weight cut for me, 17 kilograms. So in that fight, I don't think that I lost the way they said that I lost. It wasn't a knockout loss like they said. You know, in the first round, we're trading shots. Whatever shots that he gave me was in the block or was grazing me. And then in the second round, yeah, he took me down a couple of times, but with the 17 seconds left, and I was showing the ref that I was fine, that I was conscious, that I was defending myself intelligently. And with 17 seconds left in the second round, they stopped the fight. I didn't think that was a right decision.
И последний вопрос от меня. Ты сегодня несколько раз пытался в гильотину, но ни разу не довел ее до конца, учитывая, что главный человек в этом карде — это Дастин Порье, который славится своей гильотиной, но ни разу ей не завершил. Это была дань памяти ему? Дань чести.
Also, it looked like you were attempting a guillotine a couple of times in the fight. And as we know, the headliner of the fight, the person who this card was built about, is Dustin Poirier, also a guy that's really famous for his guillotines, and specifically the fact that he never was able to really finish the fight with a guillotine. So for you, all of those attempts with the guillotine, was that kind of like an homage to Dustin Poirier?
У меня очень хорошая гильотина, я хочу ответить на этот вопрос вначале. У меня очень хорошая гильотина, я очень уверенно ей пользуюсь. Просто сегодня я не поймал так, как надо. Но мне нравится ваш вопрос, пусть это будет дань уважения Дастину Порье.
First of all, I'd like to say that I actually do have a really good guillotine, and I want to make sure that you know this. And one day I'll show you that I actually do know how to do that move really well. But I do like your question, so let's say yes. This was me paying homage to the star of the show, Dustin Poirier.
Пусть она пройдет в следующем бою с победой.
Hopefully you get it next
Спасибо.
time.
Over here, Nikolay. You and your team had an amazing moment celebrating the win. I guess in the octagon, how do you guys celebrate in New Orleans? Like, are you guys going to Bourbon Street? Anything special?
Скорее всего, мы сейчас сразу уедем отсюда, с Нью-Орлеана. Так как я не особо любитель таких вот шумных мест, мне нравится больше проводить время со своими друзьями в кругу своих близких людей, пожарить барбекю, покушать мясо и отдыхать. Все, вот на этом я зациклен сейчас.
You know, likely we're just going to get together with the team and leave New Orleans real quick because I'm not a huge fan of cities like this or places like this, the loud, the crazy. You know, I'm more of a fan of, barbecuing some meat, having some meat with the friends, just being in a tight kind of group, the people that we know, and not necessarily the craziness of the city. So likely that's what we'll do. We'll just get out of the city.
Hey, congrats on the win. Obviously, a big week here in New Orleans with this card, and then Power Slap making its first appearance outside of Las Vegas, well, in the U.S. at least. And one of your fellow countrymen, Zakir, got a big win last night, put himself into title contention for that promotion. Are you following his career and kind of the rise of the sport of slap fighting in your country?
За Закиром я следил, я видел его несколько боев в пощечинах. Но мы не были с ним лично знакомы. Да, познакомились только вчера. Благодаря Сереже мы с ним познакомились и пошли вместе поужинали, пообщались. Очень хороший, приятный парень. И я надеюсь, что он станет чемпионом. Он прославляет наш Казахстан, и я желаю ему только успехов в его карьере.
You know, I followed his career a little bit. I watched a couple of his fights, the highlights, stuff like that, but I didn't know him personally. And it just happened that last night, I know he won, and we met in the hotel for the first time. The translator introduced us, and we ended up going out and having some dinner together. And, he's a great guy. He's an interesting guy to chat with, and I'm happy for him, and I'm going to keep watching his career, and I know that one day he'll be a champion in that promotion. He's bringing fame to our country. He's representing Kazakhstan, so I'm really happy for him.
Congrats, thank you.
Брат, один вопрос. Вот, здесь, последний. Поздравляю, очень хороший бой был. У меня один вопрос. Как тебе такой бой поможет на твой следующий бой, такой жесткий бой?
Congratulations with the victory. Just one question for you. A tough fight like this, a very challenging fight like this, how will it help you further on in your career for the next fight?
Как я уже повторил, как я уже говорил ранее, для меня этот бой был очень важен, очень напряженный бой для меня. Со всех сторон было давление, никто в меня, не скажу, что никто, мои близкие, конечно, в меня все верят, это понятно, но сами вы знаете, болельщики какие. Сегодня они с вами, завтра они от вас отказываются, отворачиваются и все хейтят тебя. Но скажу одну вещь такую, это был сложный бой для меня, но я здесь, и я заслуживаю быть здесь, и я буду дальше показывать и удивлять вас своими результатами.
I have to say, I said it before, this was a very important fight for me. Very nervous fight, nerve-wracking. There was a lot of pressure on me. There was, I don't want to say that nobody believed in me because, of course, the people that are close to me, my team, the close ones, my loved ones, they always believe in me. But you know how the fans could be. The fans could be fickle. They're with you one day, they're not with you the next day. It just depends on how you do in the octagon. So it was very important for me, this fight. And the one thing I have to tell you is that you saw this. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. And you'll keep watching my fights. I'll keep bringing a good fight too.